The Rival Mechanicians. Written by Lydia Maria Child. Narrated by B.J.Harrison.
I am growing old. My sight is failing very fast,
said the famous watchmaker of Geneva, as he wiped his spectacles to examine several chronometers, which his two apprentices laid before him.
"Well done. Very well done, my lads," said he. "I hardly know which of you will best supply the place of old Antoine Breguet. 30 years ago, and pardon an old man's vanity, I could have borne away the palm from 100 like ye. But my sight is dim, and my hands tremble. I must retire from the place I have occupied in this busy world, and I confess I should like to give up my famous old stand to a worthy successor. Whichever of you produces the most perfect piece of mechanism before the end of 2 years shall be my partner and representative, if Rosabella and I both agree in the decision."
The granddaughter, who was busily spinning flax, looked up bashfully, and met the glance of the two young men. The countenance of one hushed, and his eyes sparkled. The other turned very pale, and there was a painfully deep intensity in his fixed gaze. The one who blushed was Florian Amaud, a youth from the French cantons. He was slender and graceful in figure, with beautiful features, clear blue eyes, and a complexion fresh as Hylas, when the enamored water-nymphs carried him away in their arms. He danced like a zephyr, and sang little airy French romanzas in the sweetest of tenor voices. The one who turned pale was Pierre Berthaud, of Geneva. He had massy features, a bulky frame, and clumsy motions, but the shape of his head indicated powerful intellect, and his great dark eyes glowed from under the penthouse of his brows like a forge at midnight. He played on the bass viol and the trombone, and when he sang, the tones sounded as if they came from deep iron mines. Rosabella turned quickly away from their expressive glances, and, blushing deeply, resumed her spinning. The Frenchman felt certain the blush was for him. The Genevan thought he would willingly give his life to be sure it was for him. But unlike as the young men were in person and character, and both attracted toward the same lovely maiden, they were yet extremely friendly to each other.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?